Sit where the skylight makes a thin rectangle on the table. Hold that light like a measure. Count it with me. I told it all to a man with a clipboard in a room that tried to be neutral. He cataloged the facts, I handed him the parts that would not stop returning. This is what remained after the telling. They call this place Marsh Gate, they call it containment, recovery, observation, even. The words are polite, the rooms are regimented because repetition quiets the things that learn rhythm. I practice the small motions until they feel like armor. I press my palms flat on the table until the grain is ballast and the edges of the world stop sliding. Memory is not a file, memory is pressure. Emphasize. It rearranges the light, the plaster, the way a skylight will wobble for a breath and make the room angle wrong. When that happens, I count 1, 2, 3, and let the world settle. The jars on the high shelves hum sometimes after lights out. Quiet. Staff call it perception, I call it proof that certain shapes do not unlearn themselves. Morrison comes by, he used to wear the certainty of an outsider. Now he brings a folder and cautious footsteps. Soft, he looks at the center of things the way a man looks at a wound. Careful, differential, unable to force the geometry into words. Jennifer's canvases are under plexiglass, catalog and boxed like specimens. Gloves, notes, pigment samples, measures meant to make the images inert. They hum anyway, even behind glass. They keep a memory that makes the margins of reports uneasy. I will not give you a neat ending. I am not absolved, I carry the knowledge of being both prisoner and host. That knowing presses against my ribs like a second pulse. Some nights the copper returns and wakes me with my palms raw from clenching. Some mornings a laugh slips free and lands like an anchor. Progress is counted in small things. A steady line drawn without folding. A minute of daylight looked at without the room finishing itself into a portal. A conversation that closes without pattern. Read the margins of the reports if you want the shape of what we fail to name. You will find scrawled phrases that look like prayers or warnings dressed as footnotes. Containment holds surfaces, it rarely rewrites what has been carved into bone, wood, and air. If you want a moral, I have none that comforts. If you want accounting, there is no neat ledger. What I can give is practical counsel. Measure your breath, learn the small arts of staying anchored. Do not let patterns finish themselves alone. When geometry appears at a skylight or a jar hums after lights out, bring another pair of eyes. I am counted, documented, observed. I am also someone learning to live around the memory instead of inside it. Hands on the table, line by line, breath by breath. This is the work I practice now. Listen to the light. Keep your measure. I am still here.